Hey there, Jim Hart back at you. If you're new to the channel, I am a trademark lawyer and founder of the Hart Law Firm, also known as Hawthorn Law, where we help you start, build, grow, and of course legally protect your online business with federal trademarks. And today I want to share with you the 4 different ways that you can get your trademark registered. There's a lot of people think this is pretty simple and there's one way to do it, but there are not. There's multiple options for you if you're thinking about getting your brand protected, which I highly recommend you do. And if you stay to the very end today, I'm going to actually share with you what I would recommend for you as the best option. And it's probably not what you think. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. Before we get into today's video, I just want to say, do you hear that? It is quiet. And it is quiet because our kids are back at school, which is like party time. I'm so happy about that. That's one of the reasons why I didn't post a video for the past couple weeks, because we had kids running around, dogs, cats, mayhem here at our family household. As you can probably imagine, if you have a family, then you probably experience much of the same until this week where your kids go back to school. So it is now quiet and I'm back here and ready to get going for 2023. And you should be getting ready to get going for 2023 as well, because this is the year where you really need to start thinking about moving your business forward. Right now, the stock market is down. People are, worried about the economy, and honestly, this is the best time to start a business in periods like this, because there's a lot of people that are not starting businesses because they're afraid. But this is actually one of the best times. You'll see a lot of the most successful businesses actually get started when everyone else is hunkering down and scared to do anything. So this is a great time to get started. And one of the first things that you should be thinking about as you're starting your business venture is how to protect your brand name. And I know a lot of you might be thinking, well, isn't that something that I do later on down the road after my business really gets going? And honestly, no, it's not. And the reason for that is because you need to jump in and secure the rights to your brand as soon as possible, because there's only so many names available out there. And chances are, and actually, hold on a second, I meant to take these off. And chances are that if you wait too long, somebody may decide to take your name, or they may decide to take a name that is deceptively similar to yours. And because the trademark office uses a first to file system, that means the first person to file for a given mark has priority rights to that mark. So I think it's important that you jump in and claim the legal rights to your brand as soon as you possibly can. Filing an LLC with your name is not good enough. Registering a domain name with your chosen brand name is not good enough. Neither of those options, even filing for trademark protection at the state level, is not good enough. If somebody were to file at the federal level, they're going to supersede your state rights. So it's important to get your trademarks filed as quickly as possible. I think it's one of the most important investments that you can make in your fledgling business. And even if you've been in business for a while and you have not registered your trademarks, then it's really something that you should think about doing this year. The process takes some time. So I want to talk with you today about how to get that trademark started. And so there's really 4 different options. And before I get into them, I'm going to take a quick sip. This is a new mug. A very pretty mug, I might add, that we got. This was €5. Unbelievable. I should have gotten 2. I should have gotten a different color one. But going with the whole Portuguese theme, we got this in Óbidos, which is a really cool little castle town outside of Lisbon, about an hour outside of Lisbon, that they basically set up the town to look like Christmas Village, like the North Pole Village. Even though it was like 70 degrees and sunny on the day we went, it was still pretty cool. No pun intended. You get where I'm going with that. Anyway, so trademarks. There's 4 ways that you can get going with your trademark. And the very first option, sip of my beverage here, nice cold or nice hot Portuguese small little coffee. Love that coffee. First option, first way to do it is to DIY it. And this is, a lot of you think this is the cheapest option, this is the best option, this is what most people can do. You just go online, and you open up the trademark website, and they've got an online form you can fill out, and it's fairly simple to fill out, and you just do that and you fill it out and you're done, and then you've got your trademark registered. It doesn't quite work that way, folks. Unfortunately, it's a little bit more complicated than that. The trademark application is what I call deceptively easy. And what do I mean by that? What I mean by that is there's a lot of pitfalls that you can fall into when you're filling out that trademark application. And so this is not necessarily I'll give you a little teaser. This is not what I would typically recommend for most people. I think it's important that you have a little bit of advice and guidance as you're filling out this application. Also, you're going to probably need help doing a comprehensive trademark search, which is typically going to be required before you file that application. So I would say that DIYing it, not a great option. So what other options do you have available to you? Well, the next option is to use a trademark filing service. And I'm not going to name any names, but you know the names that are out there, and they will basically, for a small fee, they will file your trademark application for you. But what you need to understand is when you use a service like this, what you're really paying for is you're paying for the ability to use a really clean looking intake form as opposed to the 90s style web interface from the US Patent and Trademark Office. You're paying for the ability to have instructions step by step as you fill out that form, and then basically what they're doing is they're taking the information you put into their form and they're submitting it to the USPTO for a fee that they're going to get for you. So a lot of people think, well, this is the cheapest option, this is the best option to go with, because you're still getting that professional attention by filling out a form online with somebody else, and then they're submitting the trademark application for you. But there are also a lot of pitfalls that come with this option that are beyond the scope of this video. I'll probably do another video on that later on. So I would not recommend this option, which leads us to the two other options that you might have available to you. And the first option is to go with a large law firm that does trademark work. And this is going to be a traditional law firm that's going to do this type of work. And typically what happens in these type of situations is they're going to do a very comprehensive search. They're going to do a very good job helping you to come up with a great brand name for your business and to file that trademark registration. They're also going to do a really good job at billing you. Now, firms like this, they're typically charging you anywhere from $300, $350 to $500 an hour for the work, and it's not unheard of for the initial trademark application to run in the neighborhood of $5,000 to $10,000. That's completely common. That happens all the time. If you are a larger company with a big legal budget and you want to have a firm on staff to help you with your trademark applications, that might be an option for you. If you're a startup, somebody just getting started, and you want to file your trademark application, but funds are limited, then that might not be the best option for you. And I might also point out that the first two options I mentioned, the DIY, obviously is free. You still have to pay the filing fees to the US Patent and Trademark Office. And using the other service that we talked about, a trademark filing service, is typically going to cost you somewhere between $200 to $300. But honestly, when they start doing the upsells and other things that they do for that, you may actually end up paying a lot more. But when you use a large law firm, you can be sure of one thing, and that is that you're going to spend a lot of money on your trademark application, which leads us to the fourth option, and that is to use a kind of a boutique law firm that is going to charge you a flat fee to do your trademark application. And in this situation, you're going to have a firm that probably processes more trademarks. They have more clients they're going to be working with because their prices are not as high. So you're not going to get the personal attention maybe necessarily that you're going to get with a larger law firm. And remember, when you're working with that larger law firm, they're more than happy to give you that personal attention because they're starting the clock every time you call or email them. They're going to be billing you at like $350 to $500 an hour. So they will give you a lot of personal attention. With the smaller boutique law firms, they're going to have systems in place. They're going to communicate with you mostly via email. You want to check and see if they do allow some level of phone access to them. In addition, they are likely going to charge you flat fees, and they might have different packages depending on what it is you're looking to do, depending on if you just want to file a trademark application with a search, if you want them to also handle office action responses for you, and different things like that. These are all different things that you should be looking for. Now, the price for something like that is going to typically range from about $1,000 to maybe $3,000 depending on the package that you take. Sometimes it can be a little more. You might also see some options out there that are a little bit less, but I would be wary of those because oftentimes you're going to have a paralegal processing and doing all that work for you, and there may be little, if any, contact at all with an actual lawyer who's going to help you. Now, it's still a law firm helping you, but the lawyer is really out of the picture and they're not going to get involved in most cases. So those are the 4 options. Once again, you've got the DIY option, the trademark service option, the large law firm option, and the boutique law firm option. And so which is the right option for you? Well, it really depends on your situation, and that's why I say you're probably surprised at what I say. If you're a large entity who has deep pockets and they really want to pay for that personal attention, you want to have a relationship with your lawyer, then maybe a large law firm would work for you. But if you're just starting out and you're looking to work with a smaller law firm, maybe a boutique law firm that just does only trademark work, and you're willing for them to just process your applications and do the searches and make sure it gets done right at a reasonable cost, then that is probably a great option. I don't typically recommend people DIY it. I also don't recommend you pay for a trademark filing service, because at the end of the day, all they're doing is really taking the information you've given them without scrutinizing it all and putting it directly into the trademark application and filing that for you. And so it's almost as if you've done it yourself, but in this case, you're paying them money to do it.
Hey, I was just editing up today's video and I realized that I forgot to mention one very important cost of doing either the free or the trademark service option. And that is the fact that you might actually mess it up. And if you mess it up, then it might be months. You know, it typically right now is taking about 8 months for the trademark office to even look at these applications. And during that time, other people could come in, they could file other trademark applications. And even though you have priority, if for some reason your trademark application gets rejected because of a technical error or an issue with the fact that you filed the application wrong, then it is very possible that your application, once it gets abandoned, you'll have to start over from scratch, and somebody else could have come in and now has priority over you. So there could be significant costs to doing a DIY or, oh, excuse the cat. There could be significant costs to DIYing it or using a service, because they're not going to be reviewing your application and letting you know if there is an issue. And especially if you're DIYing it, you're not going to know what to look for. So ultimately, if your application gets denied and you don't get the trademark that you're seeking, then you're putting your brand at risk for a potentially very expensive rebrand in the future, which can cost $20,000, $50,000, $100,000, depending on where you're at in the life cycle of your business. Just want to jump in and share that with you. Okay, back to the video.
If you need some help filing a trademark application, I'll leave a link down below to schedule a free call with me. And thank you so much for listening today, folks. I will see you in the next video. Have a good one.